Rocket, I guess, what are you looking for in the first ALT game,
I think obviously some form of individuals, and I think just some things that we've been trialling over the pre-season. Be able to put them into practice. So that'll be a bit rusty at stages, but some things we've been working on. Not really worried about the result, and I don't think Brisbane. I don't think many teams will be. When you're trialling 26 and certain players have different game times and that sort of thing, so it's a matter, I think, to get some game into individuals. That's been the main thing.
Obviously, I don't want to sort of delve too much or give away too much, but should we be looking for something significantly different this season to last season, or is it more of a case that you've...
Well, the biggest difference we have players on the park. So our game plan last year changed a bit even during the year, depending on personnel. So we had to sort of cut our cloth to what we had available. So if we've got a reasonably full complement of players, you'll probably see us play a little bit differently, but it's probably the way we hoped to play in the past, but we weren't able to at times.
What is it going to take for someone to win the premiership this year? Is it going to be vastly different in terms of style to last year?
I think it's always hard to predict. I think what it shows that there's no particular one way that's going to win it, and I think the competition's extremely even. So it'll be a team that's playing well at the right time and has got most of their players available.
I guess the young draftees that have been named to the squad so far, what are you expecting from them, and I guess a chance to stake their claim for round one?
Yeah, so we're playing 3 of those, and there's 3 guys from other clubs, so six new players playing. The 3 young lads, they're certainly not locked in at this stage as far as the round 1 game. So just their pre-season training and form has been encouraging. So they've deserved their opportunity at this stage, and hopefully for their sake they can grab that opportunity. So there's some spots there, but certainly round 1 we'll pick it on form.
David, just with David Swallow, have you had to tell him, don't go too hard for the first ALT?
No, not at all. No, David will play the way he plays. But as I mentioned last week, we'll just grade his game time and increase it each week. So work on 50 or 60 minutes the weekend, then build it up, and the last JRT game, give him a full game. So and that's with rotations, but that's our plan. So hopefully we stick to that.
And Ablett's still on track for the last JRT game?
Yes, yeah, he's fine. He started contact work early in the week, so he'll have another session today of contact. So they give him a couple of weeks of that, and then he'll play the last game.
How do you work the rotations? Do you rotate this weekend? Do you do it like a normal game, or are you giving certain players certain minutes like Swallow?
It's a shortened game 1, and you've got 26 players. So to juggle that around is going to be, I suppose, a bit of a dilemma to a degree. So what we'll do, we'll work out number of minutes players that we want. So there'll be probably 4 or 5 at least that we won't take next week to Mackay, maybe 6 of the senior type players. So we'll give them more game time this week to get a real crunch at it. David Swallow and Callum Archie will probably get about a half. There's probably a couple of other players too that will monitor the game time, maybe the young kids as well. So those sort of things will work out.
How many spots are you genuinely undecided on before round 1? Like how many guys are sort of battling?
I'm honest, I haven't counted how many spots, but there'd be at least half a dozen, probably 8, up for grabs. So, and I'm playing 26 this weekend with counting Richatelli and Harbour. Harbour will be available for round 1. But counting Richatelli is about 7 probably of our best 22 not playing. So, except for Richard, if those 6 get a game by round 1, that leaves 32 at least in the mix. So, which has obviously improved our depth as well.
Having so many people available for the pre-season matches, what does that enable you to do in terms of gelling, and then anything else that you can do?
That's what we'd like to be able to do, is have that sort of synergy together and play together as much as possible. Albeit, as I said, we've got 6 or 7 out this week, and then we'll rotate again next week. But I think in the past, you generally probably at least one of the games give a lot of the younger players or lesser lights games, so to give everyone a bit of a game. But there'll be some players that we need to play all 3. most will get at least 2 of the games. So I think playing together more often is going to be better for them.
How seriously do you take the JLT? Obviously you want to get the game time, but there's nothing really up for grabs, and you want to save players from getting injuries like in the past. How seriously is it taken from the kind of the off the field in terms of the players obviously pushing positions?
Oh yeah, I think once players cross the white line, it becomes really competitive, and that's just their natural instincts. And obviously we want to gel together, and obviously be able to play the way we want to play. So at the end of the day, if you rest players in the last quarter, whatever the case may be, and that affects the result, that's not a big issue. But certainly teams will try. They'll, by extension, will try and win the game because they want to play well, and they want to get their processes and systems in place. And if they do that right, they're going to be able to win. So, but that's an extension if we do things right.
We got Witts and Dan Curry in the squad for this weekend. Can we expect them both to be on the field at any certain stage together, or is it going to be swapping them around?
Dan's another one that'll probably have some limitations on his game time. So Jared will play most of the game. One of them could be forward at stages, so we'll have a look at that, see what that looks like as well. So I think it'll be a mix and match.